guys, welcome back to my channel. This week I have brought you a little Halloween tutorial. Really simple actually, and it's actually not even a Halloween tutorial if you don't do the tears. If you don't do the tears, it's just a pretty nice makeup, to be fair. Really simple to do. You don't need much product at all apart from what's already in your makeup bag. The only thing that you might need if you want to buy it is blood, fake blood. You can do a lot of DIY stuff with the blood. All I would say is make sure that what you're putting near your eyes is allowed to go near your eyes, okay? I don't want any blind people. I don't want anyone going blind over this look. So what I've done is I've just paired it up with a really simple wee victory roll. I have not recorded how to do this because I'm awful at hair and it took me about 20 minutes to get it neat enough to record. So if you'd like to see how I created this look, stay tuned. Okay, first step is soft ochre all over the lid, as always. So soft ochre is just a paint pot by MAC. It just helps the eyeshadow stay in place all day, all night, and it gives you a really nice colour payoff as well. So I'm just going all over the lid, just a light layer, and underneath as well. If you watch my videos already, you will know that I use this every day, every single day. So once you've got a nice layer of that, and the brush I'm using is just a wee dual fibre one, unbranded, but it does the job. Now I'm just going in with a Smith 232 brush, and I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, the Shadow Couture World Traveller, and we're just going to go in with the shade Soft Peach, which is the lightest in the palette, and I'm just going to use that all over the crease first and foremost. Really good pigment with these eyeshadows, so you don't need too much, but I'm just blending that up to the concealer underneath the brow, and I'm leaving the lower lid free of product. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Morocco, which is a kind of light brown shade. It's really warm, and I'm just going to use that on the crease. This is quite like a 50s look, so I'm trying to keep as true to that as possible. Maybe just a little bit more dramatic as this is Halloween. And I'm just swapping over with a Morphe M330 brush just to buff that out a little bit. And that had product on it already. Oh God. Just going back in with my dual fibre that I used with my soft ochre just to blend that down a little bit because I went a little bit ham there. Went a little bit crazy. I'm just going to go in with a really light shade of eyeshadow, a really shimmery one, just for placing on the lower lid to give that a little bit of pop. And I'm going to go in the inner corner a little bit as well. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Fudge in the Anastasia palette, and I'm just going to place that under my lower lash line. And then I'm just going to blend that out with the warm brown shade we've used on the lid already with a little pencil brush. Now I'm going to use Nabla Magic Pencil, which is just a really light pencil to get that pop in your lower waterline, and I'm just going to use that right along. For this look, the liner is probably the most important part, and I'm going to use the Gosh liner felt tip. This is just called Intense Eyeliner Pen, and I'm just going to get these flicks nice and dramatic. Now I'm going to go back in with my pencil brush, and I'm going to use a dark brown shade. This is Fudge from the palette, and we're just going to intensify the crease. Now I'm just going to go in with MAC Upward Lash in black and give my lashes a generous coat. And underneath as well, obviously. To finish this look off, I'm just going to add a pair of M104s by Eldora False Lashes. While that lash is drying, I'm going to show you one of the funniest pictures I've ever seen. I put it on my Instagram just like a little while ago. It's basically Simba and his dad from Lion King. Simba, everything the light touches is where you highlight. But Dad, what are those shadowy places over there? Simba, that is where you contour. Now I'm just going to pop this lash on. These lashes are honestly the best. And that's eye look done. For the skin on this look, it is pretty similar to my everyday foundation, but we're just going to do more dramatic highlight and contour. So, starting off with a little bit of Fix Plus, or half the bottle. And then on top of that, I'm going to go straight in with Laura Mercier Foundation Primer, which I'm a fan of. I find that when I use this, my foundation does tend to last a little bit longer. I've already done my eyebrows obviously, and I've done them a wee bit more dramatic than usual, quite strong, but it's Halloween. Once that's kind of sunk in, I'm going to go in with my usual Illamasqua foundation in 8.5. I'm going to get a decent amount on the back of my hand, and to apply that I'm just going to use the Nancy blended base brush, which is the R01 brush, and I'm just going to pop that all over my face. Quite a decent coverage, so just downward strokes with this brush, and I'm kind of leaving out the under eye area just now, going right over the lips. Forehead, I've already kind of half done my hair because I wasn't about to record it because I can't do hair, I'm really bad at hair, so I've just kind of done a quick victory roll because 50s and all that, right over my lip. Just making sure that you've got a nice blended base, as the brush would say. What's funny about this Halloween look is it literally doesn't get Halloweeny until you put the blood on, so you can kind of just use this as a nice 50s tutorial if you don't want to do Halloween. Obviously if you watch my videos already, you'll know that I use this foundation every day. It gives the best coverage, it lasts the longest, and it's just majestic in every single way. Now what I'm going to do, and this is another reason I love this foundation, is that they have a white version. So what's left over in the back of my hand, I'm going to mix that with a little dot of white. And then I'm going to go in with the Sigma Soft Blend Concealer brush, which is just a really nice brush that's good for using with liquids. And I'm just going to mix them on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to place where I'm going to highlight. And because it's just the foundation, the texture blends beautifully. Once you've placed that, just blend, blend, blend. If you're into wearing kind of heavier makeup like me on a day-to-day basis, you could totally do this as a highlight anyway. This is quite strong, especially since I've not put any of the shimmer on yet, but it does look beautiful. It does look really nice. Sufficiently highlighted. For my contour, I'm going to go in with the Zoeva Luxe Highlight Brush, which I like using for contour, and I'm just going to go in with my usual MAC Dark Tan Bronzer, and we're going to just kind of carve out the cheekbones. I'm going to go quite heavy with this. I find that powders tend to blend nicer on top of this foundation. I really like just blending straight onto the foundation without it being powdered down already. But if you use something like double wear, maybe a little light powder in before you do something like this, otherwise it might go a bit cakey. Going around to draw a little bit, and forehead. Just to sharpen up the contour, I'm going to go in with the Sigma concealer brush again, and I'm just going to hug underneath that contour on either side. Now, you all know how much I love highlighter. Well, this is like highlighter normally times 10, so you're going to put a lot of it on. I'm just going to use the Mary Luminizer by The Balm. Big fan. It's very golden-y, it's very yellowy, so if you're super pinky it might look a bit funny, but most of the skin tones I've tried it on, it looks really nice. So we're just going to apply this in the usual spots, so cheekbones, right under the eye. I know I'm doing a Halloween makeup tutorial right now, but I watched Elf this morning and I was crying my eyes out when they were all singing like the Santa song, and then I was like, it's just so emotional and everyone's happy and everyone's gonna get their presents because Santa's sleigh's flying again. And yeah, it was like a new low. But I think I'm more excited about Christmas than Halloween this year. How bad's that? I feel bad. I'm just taking that highlighter right onto the forehead because I do want to look like a little doll. I'm going to go under the contour. If anyone tells me I look sweaty, I will die. Highlight, okay? And that is how I'm going to leave the skin for this look at the moment. Let's do lips. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub the kind of excess off, keeping the highlight and the foundation around the lips. And for this, because it's a Halloween look, I would definitely recommend using a liquid lipstick for this look. So I am going to use one that I've had for a while from Lime Crime because I have no other ones that are any kind of similar in colour. And it's like a super dark red, it's called Wicked. I'm just going to put a light layer on all over. Not too worried about the lip line or anything. Oh wow. And now, once I've done that, and I want this to be pretty neat, so I'm going to go in with a lip brush. This is just a wee NYX one, and I've got the product on the back of my hand. I'm going to go in with that, and then I'm going to use a lip brush to get the nice, neat outside. Just to get it nice and dark, once you've applied, you just keep on kind of going over and over with layers of the product once you've got your desired shape. Once you have your lip on and you're happy with it, I do really recommend using a lip brush with liquid lipsticks instead of using the applicator, because you can never get that super sharp line unless you're like a wizard. Yeah, so this look in itself, I would totally just wear this. I probably will today after I take the rest of it off. But now for the Halloweeny part. So what you can do is you can map out where the tiers are going to go. I like doing that just to make sure that they're going to be, so they're not all like the same length. I've got a red lip pencil. This is just a Makeup Forever waterproof one, and I'm literally just going to map out where they're going to go. So I think I'm going to have maybe 2 on one side and 3 on the other. So I'm a weirdo because I've got my nose piercing on this side. I don't want this side to be pure heavy with like detail. So I'm going to do 2 on this, no 3 on this side. And I like to have one starting from the outer corner. Well, this pencil's not drawing. I'm going to have one. You can barely see this, but I can kind of see it. I'm going to go one from there, one from the inside, and we'll do one from the middle as well. Right, that'll do for that side. And then we're going to do 2 on this side. I think what I'll do is I'll have one come in from inside, and then we'll do one in the middle, and we'll just have one on the outside there. So I'll have this one a bit longer. Yeah, we're just gonna have, one's quite long. Do you know what, we're gonna start that and we can change it if we need. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in to the liquid lipstick I've used, and I'm gonna use that, and I'm gonna paint on the tiers first, because this way they ain't gonna move. Underneath the eye. Now I'm going to bring the liquid lipstick a little bit underneath my eye as well. Like my eyes have kind of filled up and they're just kind of pouring over because I'm just so upset, okay? I'm 1950s and I'm sad. I've gone kind of right under the eye with the liquid lipstick there. Now what you can do is you can kind of round off some ends, and that kind of makes them look more like teardrops. I feel like I want to do a little one at the end here just to even it up. Yeah, I'm going to do a little one here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go in with the blood. So the blood I'm going to use is simulated abrasion blood. You can get this online. I will put the name of it down below and literally just tap it into Google and you'll find it, no bother. You don't have to use this. I know that you can use corn syrup and red food dye. You can use scab blood, you can use actual runny blood, but the runny blood for this look is really messy because it will just run down your face. So the reason I like this is because it's really tacky. It comes in a tube. I'm just going to squeeze out a bit, and I'm just going to use the same lip brush that I've used on my lips and my eyes, and I'm just going to pick up some of the blood and I'm just going to place it in lines down near the tears. And I'm going to go right underneath the lash line as well, and because this stuff's kind of shiny, it gives a really good effect. Something that I did in the previous look, I think I did this look last year sometime, I arched the brows up here, which made me look sad all the time. The good thing about that blood is it's super sticky and it kind of dries, which means that it won't run down your face. It does feel sticky on, but it's Halloween, you don't really mind, do you? So it's almost like a kind of sad pin-up girl, isn't it? But it's a look that I really liked from last year. It's really simple. I did it on quite a few clients as well, but you can literally pair this with like a nice dress and you're done. So that's the finished look, guys. I really hope you like it. It's a really simple Halloween idea, and it's quite good because it doesn't take too much skill or anything. You literally just whack some tears on, and if they're a bit messy, that's fine, because I am a messy crier for sure. When I cry, I'm like everywhere. So yeah, totally. I went away and I added a tiny little bit on. I extended some of the tears and I added a little beauty mark just to make it that little bit more 50s vibe. I really hope you guys enjoyed this Halloween tutorial, and who knows, maybe I'll have another one before Halloween comes. Thank you so much for watching again, guys, and I will see you next week with another video. Bye!